KTNV has been broadcasting to Las Vegas for over 60 years, and during that time, we've seen the Valley change and evolve into the amazing place we live in today. It's a city that's built upon people and community, a community that we are very humbled to serve. KTNV's 13 Connects, along with local nonprofits Rebuilding Together Southern Nevada and sponsors Subaru of Las Vegas and America First Credit Union, have joined forces along with a group of volunteers to help one of our community members in need. KTNV presents Built Upon a Dream. In July, 13 Action News did a story about a veteran in need and the nonprofit organization that stepped in to help him and his family.
Living without AC, I can't imagine how brutal this must be. In fact, they were telling us they'd spend time inside casinos just to get a break from it. These are sounds they have waited to hear for 2 years. Yes, Lewis, his wife, and his grandkids have been without a fully functional AC. We were there to watch nonprofit Rebuilding Together get the family's AC up and working.
This gentleman called us in the middle of the summer with absolutely no air conditioning at all. His house was over, 95 degrees inside, 110 outside. For 2 seniors, to try and live in that environment is just very hard. It's life-threatening, to be honest.
It's all about results. And so we launched 13 Connects earlier this year, and there's a series of things in 13 Connects we do focusing on 4 key pillars, and those are healthcare, education, financial security, physical security, police, law enforcement, first responders, and military. The financial security piece is what Built Upon a Dream was all about.
The 13 Connects program is a similar structure to the America First Credit Union Greater Good program. It's an internal program for our employees where we have different areas of focus, and it gives our employees an opportunity to give back to the community and helps us focus and make a difference. And we look for areas of financial literacy, safety, security, and healthcare. So this was a natural fit for us.
Well, my background's a little different from some. I moved here from the island of Hawaii, and community, culture, family, or ohana as we say in the islands, is everything. And we take care of each other. We're concerned about each other. We want to make a difference in our community. And it's not about branding our store and come buy our car. It really is, let's be family, let's be community, let's build a city. If we can figure out how to do that together, I want to be a part of it.
Mr. Lewis Hill, an Air Force veteran and retired airline worker, had fallen on some hard times. His air conditioner failed right in the heat of summer, and he needed help. So he reached out to Rebuilding Together Southern Nevada, who took immediate action. Once they got to the home, they realized it needed a little more than an air conditioner. So a team was assembled, and this past Veterans Day weekend, they helped serve a man who served his country.
Basically, my background is I lived in LA, in Los Angeles, through high school. I decided to also join military, and I decided Air Force at that time because a lot of my friends that went in the Air Force. Went in the Air Force, happiest years of my life. Military is very good. It's good for young men to structure you. I learned consideration, respect, serving your fellow soldiers. I was here for a couple of years, and then I stationed overseas in Thailand, Bangkok, which is where I met my wife. Blind date, but it worked out, as you can see.
Life enjoying the air?
Yes, good. Most definitely.
All right.
So grateful.
Around the whole house, we've got some stucco spots we need to take care of. We're going to be removing a lot of debris from your yard, and that's to prevent rodent and insect infestation. We're going to do a lot of trimming of the trees and stuff and the bushes, paint the house like we talked about, and that'll give it a good seal that'll help prevent stucco erosion in the future. It's obvious from the garden that you and your wife take care of that you love your home. So we want to help you enjoy it as much as we can. We want to make sure that we give you a nice, beautiful backyard so you can enjoy. Over here are some of the safety issues we talked about. You've got a hole in your house from the water leak, and that's eating away the stucco, and actually now the rodents and the insects have a direct path into your home. So we're going to go ahead and get all this stucco ripped out and redone the correct way, and we're also going to replace the water, the PRV valve that's causing all this. And we talked about removing this palm tree. Thanks for letting us do that for you. We hate to go through and do all this work on a house and then have to come back a couple years later because of something like this. This will prevent your sewer from getting broken, your main water line, and if it happens to miss this, 2 years it's going to hit your roof. So we want to definitely get this out of here for you. All right, and in the yard, like we talked about earlier, we'll get some more rock put down here so we don't have any more tripping hazards with the weed fabric.
I'm very grateful.
And we're very thankful for your service.
Thank you.
Good morning, folks. Thanks for coming out and donating your time today on this Veterans Day weekend. We've got volunteers from Subaru, volunteers from America First.
Get a break, get a water main break, shut it off.
Nope.
Shut it off.
Shut off. It's coming from the street side.